Yeah, it is definitely a big change from what we normally see here across the state, and it's time to be thinking Seattle here in New Mexico, because this is definitely not a typical New Mexico weather setup. We are looking at something very different than what we normally see. Typically in New Mexico, we'll get a storm system to come in with the heating of the day at the surface. We get that lift, we get those thunderstorms to bubble up, and we'll have widely scattered showers and storms across the state, delivering heavy rain for maybe about 15 to 20 minutes, and then the storm moves out of the area. Well, this is not what we're seeing, at least this week, across New Mexico. What we're having instead of a storm is more of a flow pattern, with a low sitting out to our west and high out to our east. We are getting a lot of southerly moisture over the state, and a lot of this is actually the remnants of Tropical Storm Lorena that we talked about last week. So with all this moisture around, we continue to look at prolonged and steady rainfall throughout much of the day for several locations across the state, as well as a few thunderstorms. But thunderstorms are very few out there. As we take a look at the radar, we're looking at mainly widespread rainfall from the northeastern part of the state this morning, down and along I-40 between Santa Rosa and Tucumcari, and extending out to the state line. And the shower activity continues south of here, just north of Roswell. We're continuing to see a decent amount of shower activity. So we will continue to deal with the showers, especially across the eastern part of the state, through the morning hours before more moisture moves in to central sections later on this afternoon. 64 degrees the current temperature with a calm wind. Temperatures across the north only into the 50s and 60s right now. Down to the south in the 50s in Ruidoso, 60s elsewhere, in Carlsbad already up to 71 degrees. We spread the picture out, and we can see we continue to deal with a southerly moisture draw. Our storm system still sitting out to our west, and we continue to pull up that moisture with that storm system sitting to our west. It's a very good setup to get us the widespread shower activity, and that setup will continue through the next couple of days. The eastern part of the state, as well as central sections, will be the favored locations for today. We'll have scattered showers still across the west, but we are starting to bring in a little bit of drier air for the western part of the state. But we start to shift the action back into western New Mexico for tomorrow. Central sections continue to see the rainfall for your Thursday, and Friday we will continue to see more shower activity, but it won't be as persistent as what we've seen throughout much of the week so far. So things will start to quiet down at least a little bit on Friday, but more so over the upcoming weekend as we start to return to more scattered shower activity and temperatures start to warm up. But for this morning, the action mainly across the northeastern part of the state into east central sections. We get another dose of moisture for central sections of the state throughout the afternoon today. And for tomorrow, things will continue to stay active across a good portion of the state, but you'll notice that the coverage is not quite as widespread. So things will start to wind down, especially into Friday and into the upcoming weekend. But between now and then, expect quite a few showers through today and into tomorrow. Southern Colorado will look at temperatures into the 60s for most locations, about a 40% chance at showers. Better chances return for Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Over the northwest, fewer storms for today, but we start to ramp up those chances once again for Thursday and Friday before drying out over the weekend. Over the southwest, showers for this afternoon, and we continue with those showers for Thursday before things start to quiet down for the weekend. Over the southeast, rain at times, especially through the morning hours, and we'll continue with the shower activity Thursday into Friday. Over the northeast, you'll continue to deal with the rain this morning, another round for this afternoon, and we'll continue to see those showers Thursday into Friday here as well. Over the northern mountains, scattered showers and storms, and some persistent rainfall continuing Thursday into Friday, with highs barely reaching 70 degrees in Santa Fe, but drying out by the end of the weekend. Over the East Mountains, rain at times throughout the day, highs into the mid-70s. In the metro, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So it's definitely cool for this time of the year with all the shower activity and the cloud cover. We continue with widespread showers through Thursday and Friday, and then things start to taper off as temperatures warm back up into the upcoming weekend. Highs back into the low 80s.